So recently many players have started playing chess and they get confused with the chess language. Algebraic chess notation is an official method recognized by FIDE for recording and describing the moves in a game of chess. This is how we read, write and talk about chess, and you can easily record your games using these notations. Let's start with the absolute basics. Each column on a chessboard is called a file and each row is called a rank. Each column is assigned a letter from A on the left to H on the right. Each rank is assigned a number just like you see here. Remember, at the start of the game, all the white pieces are kept on rank 1 and 2 and all the black pieces are kept on the rank 7 and 8. Based on this file and rank, each square on the chessboard is assigned a unique name. It is named according to its coordinate pair. For example, this square is A1. We identify it by putting together the file letter and rank number. Similarly, this way we can assign a unique name to all 64 squares on a chessboard as you can see on the screen. Now let's talk about naming the pieces. Each piece is represented by its first letter in capital. The king is represented by capital K, the queen by capital Q, the rook by capital R, the bishop by capital B, and the knight cannot be represented by K as it is for the king, so the knight is represented by a capital N, and the pawn has no letter for it. Now it's time to learn the notation of moves in a chess game. To write a move, you need to write the piece letter and the name of the square that it moves to. Remember, the piece is represented in uppercase and the position in lowercase. For example, if white makes this move here, it will be written as NF3. That means N represents knight moves to F3. And now if black responds with this move, it will be called D5. The pawn does not have a letter for it. Simply the square to which it moves is written. Now, if white responds with this move, it will be called NC3. That means knight to C3. Similarly, if black now plays bishop here, it will be represented as BG4. So that's how you notate simple piece moves. These are the moves that have been played so far. Now let's talk about some special notations used for castling, check, checkmate, captures, pawn promotion and en passant. The king side castling or the short castle is represented by 0-0 or O-O. The queen side castling or the long castle is represented by O-O-O or 0-0-0. The notation for capturing is the letter for the piece followed by a small x and the square at which it captures. For example, if the bishop captures the knight, it will be notated as B small x G8. Now, if black responds with rook takes, then it will be written as RX G8. If the pawn captures, like the pawn on D captures the bishop, it will be written as DX C5. Check is represented by the move name followed by a plus. For example, here white plays rook D to E1 check. This will be represented as RE1 plus. Another example is if the rook on E takes E8 with a check, this will be represented as RX E8 plus. Checkmate is represented by a hashtag. For example, here queen to F8 is a checkmate, so it will be written as QF8 hash. Here it's a mate in 1 for white. White's queen takes on F8. This will be represented as QX F8 hash. For pawn promotion, we write the destination square followed by equal to and the piece in which the pawn converts into. For example, here the pawn moves to e8 and turns into a queen. It will be written as a8 equal to q. If the pawn turns into a rook, it will be written as a8 equal to r. Here, the pawn on c7 takes the rook on d8 and promotes to a queen. It will be written as cx d8 equal to q. Now let's look at some special cases. Here, if you move the knight to e4, it can be written as n to e4. But the problem is, even this knight can move to e4. So how do you specify which knight it is? So in this case, we write the file name like nc to e4. And if it's this knight, we write as ng to e4. Similarly, in this position, if black wants to capture the pawn on a5, he can capture with the rook on the 3rd rank as well as with the rook on 8th rank. So here, if the rook on the 3rd rank captures the pawn, it will be written as r3x a5. And if the rook on the 8th rank captures the pawn, it will be written as r8x a5. Here is a unique example I found on Chess Talks channel. I will mention the link to the channel in the description. White has 3 queens here due to multiple pawn promotions. Here, White wants to capture the knight with his h4 queen. We start with q for the queen. Now we cannot use h since this queen is also on the h file. We cannot use the 4th rank as this queen is also on the 4th rank. So here we will have to specifically write h4 to highlight this queen. So we write q h4. After that we use x for the capture, followed by e1, which is the destination square, followed by hash because it is also a checkmate. This example covers almost everything that we learned so far. That's it for the video. If you learned something new from here, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more chess related videos.